Bronze medal match number 2 at 87 kilos, Belarus, Germany.
KUDLA, Germania.
Final order places 3-5, category 87. Denis Maximilian KUDLA from Germany, red singlet.
Resalvastulo, STADUB, Belarus.
Blue singlet, STADUB from Belarus.
Весовая категория 87 килограммов. Мастер 3-5 места.
STADUB, Belarus. He's proud of that tattoo on his chest. He just needs to keep it down lower so we can see what it was as he came flying onto the mat. He wanted to make sure the world saw it, but just a quick little brief glimpse for STADUB, who's in there for Belarus. Denis KUDLA, 23 years old, from Germany, a Rio Olympic bronze medalist in 2016. He was a world silver medalist in 2017. Look at Eric. You know, I shouldn't be surprised. It's on your social media for United World Wrestling. That's a tiger. Sprawling.
Yeah, we were.
And that is one expensive tattoo. A lot of detail, and it's a big one. Head throw, headlock throw attempt, comes up empty.
Yeah, we were in the back yesterday taking a couple of photos, and STADUB just had come off the match from his semifinals victory. And quick shout out again to Max Rose Fine, our photographer. Grabbed STADUB and asked him for a photo, and it just a great job highlighting that tattoo. You mentioned it, a tiger coming through his chest.
He's wrestled like a tiger the past couple of days in Bucharest. He's been on the attack. First European Championship. He placed 5th at the recent Grand Prix in Hungary, which is always a good measuring stick. That's a tournament that a lot of eyes are on in the Greco-Roman side, and we'll have our first passivity call, and the point goes to KUDLA of Germany, so he goes up 1-0, a chance to work on top in parterre. KUDLA's a guy that I think, for what he's been able to accomplish, he doesn't get the notoriety he deserves. He just kind of flies under the radar. He's we talked about an Olympic bronze medalist, a world silver medalist, very quietly goes about his job. Sound on the mat, consistent, stable throughout the years. It just wasn't 1 or 2 seasons, but he has been a rock for 4 or 5 years for Germany in the Greco-Roman category.
And he's still fairly young. I want to say he was either 18 or 19 when he captured that Rio bronze medal, so that would put him somewhere around 22 or 23 right now. So he's still extremely young, and Germany's, they have a couple of upcoming stars in their Greco-Roman department. And KUDLA becoming a veteran. And speaking of veterans of the German squad, you look at Frank Stabler, who's not here. And in speaking with representatives from German's team, I asked them, why is Frank Stabler not here? And they just said he, of course, picked up his 3rd world title out in Budapest. That was at 72 kilos. 72 kilos isn't an Olympic weight, and if he was to go up, it would be to 77 kilos, and nothing against Frank Stabler, but he's not big enough to compete with the likes of Roman Vlasov, so it would be difficult for him not only to win an Olympic medal, but even to qualify for the Olympic Games at 77 kilos. So Frank Stabler will be going down to 67, which you think about that, that's just...
It's huge.
It is.
Big move, big transition, but if there's one guy on earth that could do it, it would be Stabler.
And I know you're a big fan of Frank Stabler.
I love it. Love what he brings to the sport. And, you know, that's, I think, a big reason why maybe KUDLA goes under the radar so much, because you have one of the more dynamic personalities in this sport as a fellow countryman that has racked up all of his accolades, and he does it in such flair and style, and he enjoys that so much that you get a guy like Denis KUDLA who quietly goes about doing his thing and just doesn't get quite the attention that Frank has been able to muster. That's all right with KUDLA. He just continues to put up the results. Second period underway. He Trails this one 1-0. He'll be hoping to get a chance in parterre in this opening minute of the second period.
And it's cool to see, just looking back, I know with a couple individuals at the World Championships having babies now, they're starting to get older. So having their kids see their success there, and Alia Marie, Frank Stabler's daughter, was able to be there for him to win his 3rd world title.
Never forget the shots from our crew in Budapest with the daughter and those big headphones on her ears. The sound bluffers.
Yeah, I was just picturing that as well.
You see this cute little girl, and like she's rocking out to music, but there was no music playing. They were just to keep the sound out. It was a deafening sound in that match. So it was one of the sights that I'll always take away from that week-long trip to Budapest and that particular title bout. That was fun.
Okay.
So here's the opportunity for STADUB, for Belarus. In parterre, tied at 1.
Red open.
Jumps off to the left-hand side. Leg in between the two of KUDLA on the bottom. Trying to hook up that wrench, maybe a lift, elevates, propels about a quarter of the way up. Will readjust, try again to the right side of the body of KUDLA this time. And there is just nothing to be found on that, so we go to the feet with 1:46 to go in this bout, heading down to the wire. KUDLA, Germany, STADUB, Belarus. Driving toward the out of bounds and getting 2. That time it was the power from KUDLA as he just came out of a cannon. Like he caught STADUB a bit flat-footed and a 3-1 lead.
No finger head.
Just about to say, the last person you want coming at you at this weight class, down by 2 with a lot of time on the clock, is Denis KUDLA, because he has an endless gas tank, and you saw there how powerful he was, able to get to an underhook. STADUB looked to try and hip toss. KUDLA able to pick up the takedown, now has the 3-1 lead with just over 60 seconds left.
STADUB in his first European Championship. All the way into the bronze medal round, but facing a 2-point deficit, under 40 seconds remaining. Yeah, the conditioning, that's a great point, Eric. Forgot to mention that earlier. KUDLA's conditioning is off the charts. Never seems to get gassed.
Nothing good.
Definitely one of his strengths, and he uses it, especially late if he's down. He's gonna test you, we'll see.
Blue. No brutal. Center. Center.
Frustration out of STADUB.
Comes at him with the acrobatic approach, comes at him again, desperation time, and that is it. 3-1 victory. Germany. Denis KUDLA.
From Germany.
3-1 decision as he takes down Mikolaj STADUB of Belarus, and a bronze medal, which will join his Rio Olympic bronze from 2016. All shades of colors in his medal tray back home in Germany. Big pump of the fist to the German fans who always travel